Hi everyone. Okay. So, my partner was Carl, and his chapbook was The Death of Love or the Universalists, and it was a collection of stories and poems. And um I guess my first run through of it, I really liked it from the beginning. I loved how much effort I guess he put into the chapbook itself, just the stylistic elements. Like he was able to dedicate it to somebody, and he put, I guess, a favorite quote by Ernest Hemingway on it as well. And I thought that was just nice that he really took the time to make this his. As I flip farther, I love his artist statement as well. Um, he talked about just how this is his last writing project before he graduates, and I thought it was nice. And he also just talked about how the reader should feel something, and that's what he's trying to do as a writer. And as I read his work, I really felt that's what was happening. I read his work and I definitely felt emotion. I felt connected to it. I felt like I knew what he was talking about as well. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm not good at being able to understand maybe what the writer was trying to convey, but with Carl's work, I was able to right away. One of my favorite pieces was a poem that he wrote called The Patron Saint of Sleepless Nights. And I'm not going to read the whole poem because it is a little bit longer and no one wants to hear my voice for that long, but I'll read some of it. I'm afraid of being alone, and I think about that night when I realized you weren't coming back, and I lie awake and wonder if you are afraid of being alone too. I fear that empty black room that felt like heaven with you. I watch headlights of cars pass through my window, and I remember how they light up your sleeping face. I slept alone for years before, and yet it suddenly felt so foreign. It goes on, but I really love that. It kind of felt how I write as well, stylistically, and I felt like I was able to really vibe with him on that. Um, and I think it was something that everybody can like get along with, something everybody has went through, and I feel like he described that perfectly. Um, the entire chapbook, I really loved. I loved that there was poems, but there was also short stories. I liked that there was just a mixture of everything. I thought that was really great. And I think for his final piece before he graduates or anything at Millersville, I think he did the job right. And I think this is something I hope that he is really proud of and is going to take with him farther, because this was something I really enjoyed reading. I really enjoyed being trusted with his work and able to hopefully do a little justice on how good it actually is. But yeah, this was really good, and I hope this wasn't the worst video I've ever done.